Hello everybody, welcome to Midnight Madness on LoBricks. And I see in the chat room we got Caleb, Scout, Box D, Jurassic Journey. Welcome everybody. And if you guys in the chat room could give me a shout out to make sure you can hear me, that'd be much appreciated. And we are going to get started here momentarily. So in the time being, there's a live feed of Hoth and what we're going to be doing tonight and how long we're going to be on. I'm going to let you guys know in just a minute. So if you can give me a shout out in the chat room that you can hear me, and we'll get started here momentarily. And I see awesome. Thank you guys. Shouts out. So I see we also got Julius, King James, Caleb's back. And Nude Madness for Caleb. So, what are we going to be doing tonight? Nothing terribly exciting. We're going to be building a speeder. A snow speeder, because we need more snow speeders over Hoth. Alright guys, so what we are doing tonight is we're building a snow speeder. And hopefully my voice holds out. It is literally midnight here. So, oh, can you hear me now? Aiden, you said you couldn't hear me. Can you guys hear me now? Hopefully I'm coming in loud and clear. And just going to quickly go back through. I see we got King James, Box D, Julius, and Aiden and Caleb. And hopefully you can hear me now. My mic was muted, so apologies. Cool. All right, so this is a used snow speeder that I got on eBay, and I figured, hey, I haven't done a live stream in like 4 months, and I have to build this anyways. I got to get it ready for Hoth, and so I might as well do it on live stream. Awesome. And Caleb, you are like one of the original LoBricks bricklings. You've been with me from the early days of LoBricks, so welcome. Scout Trooper of the very small Hoth mock, can't fit on it. AT, but it's a start. Hey, you got to start somewhere. And I am going to have to get a brick separator. Maybe not. So I am hoping all the pieces are here. This is an eBay set, and they said the majority of the pieces are here. What's a little weird is they said some of the pieces were glued together in the eBay description, and I don't see any glued together. All right, so let's get started on this guy. So I'm probably going to run until this is done. So might be 1 hour, might be 2. So, and I really appreciate you guys all coming out tonight. It gets lonely here in Michigan in the cold of November, although it's been pretty warm lately. Oh yeah, now is it, I might be saying this wrong, is it Aiden or Aiden? I always get that wrong. And I remember, you definitely joined right after the Tatooine mock. So Caleb says, Leaky, I have a question for you. Do you remember the Grand Ice Climber from Tatooine? Oh, man. I sort of do. Now, that's something assistant would remember right away, because you got to remember, Leaky is old. Okay. So you guys who buy from eBay, or I don't know if you do or not, what do you think the chances are that this set will be complete? That I'll actually be able to build an entire speeder from a used eBay box? Aiden. Cool. Thank you, Aiden. All right. A black. And how's the resolution? I have not live streamed in over 4 months, so I was a little worried that I might be... I'm seeing it on the on camera. I can see it. It looks pretty good, but I never can tell. Well, so far so good. No missing parts. Oh, and this set I can smell. This was by a smoker. It's kind of smoky smelling. I hate that. $70 to 80%. Yep, that's probably about right, Box. All right. So this goes. That one goes there, and that one goes there. Awesome. Thanks, King James. There were 2 controversial custom characters that you loved, but assistant hated them. One was Sombrero Obi-Wan. I love Sombrero Obi-Wan. We called him, I think we just called him Sombrero. Oh, shoot. No, what was it? Carlito? Might have been Carlito. And then the Ice Climber. That's right. The one guy was literally wearing Ice Climber clothes, and assistant swapped him out. He just couldn't stand it anymore. And that was one of the Ithorians, I think, the Hammerhead guy. But again, I could be wrong. That's right. Boy, that does go back, Caleb. That goes back a long time. Scout Trooper. Leaky, I got a suggestion for the mock. The Command AT-AT only has a red visor. The rest have black visors. Mine has a black one. That is actually a good point. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar. Actually, I think it's the last time we did a live stream. We had a guy, Josh Lind, who is a friend of the channel, and he actually lent us his UCS AT-AT, and he said the same thing. He showed me how to build the red visor on the AT-AT, and I did it, and he was like, perfect. And then when he came back, he's like, wait, you put red visors on all the AT-ATs, not knowing any better. But I've since gone back and watched the movie, and you are absolutely right. Only the lead AT-AT has the red visor. Now, the question I have is why? Why don't the other AT-ATs... And this isn't a trick question. I honestly don't know the answer. Like, why would the other ones not have the red? Is that because that AT-AT has the firepower to blow up the shield generator? I always thought that was a little weird. But I'm with you, Scout Trooper. I like it. Josh Lind is a goat. What is a goat? Oh, that's right. He loves... So, Josh Lind built the... wow, that was a... That boxed... that was a deep cut, too. Josh Lind put together the goat boat from Thor. That's what he built on the last time we had a live stream. All right. So far, so good. And I do have extra pieces. I actually have extra speeder pieces in case we don't have all the pieces. But it's been pretty good so far. Not missing any pieces. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Did I skip a step? I skipped a step. So another thing I wanted to ask you guys in the chat room was how you guys sort your pieces. I just dump it all out. Well, and this one is a bad example because it's not bags. It's just all a big blob of bricks. But I don't sort my pieces ahead of time. I do like to set them out for each step. Like right now I'm looking for the 2 cheese pieces and one tile. But this is where I always get worried. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm missing pieces because I can't find this one. And then after about 20 minutes, I find them. So I'm wondering if my sorting techniques are not great. Especially when you're putting together a used set. I think, Caleb, there was one other live stream since then. That was the 3,000 subscriber special, and we are almost at 4,000 subscribers, and it's only been 4 months, so that's pretty cool. So Sethy Darling, probably as a ranked distinction, so that would be the Walker with General Veers, I presume. The AT that has a visor that bulges out. Yeah, I am going to have to go back and rewatch the actual. I always like to go to the source material. I go to Empire Strikes Back. But I love it, though. For one thing, I love the comment suggestions. And you guys know, Caleb would know this going far back, but hopefully you all know that I definitely listen to the commenters. I want it to be not just good for the movie, I also want it to kind of be fun and make sure that, I almost feel like at the end of the mock, it's not my mock anymore. It's like the whole community's mock, which I think is awesome. So keep the suggestions coming. They don't upset me at all. I don't have like this giant like ego. I'm just some guy that builds Legos in his basement. So TBH, I just dump it into a pile. Good. I'm glad, Boxed. Because it's more fun that way. It's kind of like you're searching while you're doing it. Sethy, I only sort through my bricks when building and can't find a piece. There you go. Aiden says, I sort by color and non-brick pieces go in. Accessory bodies, heads. Oh, wow. You do some serious sorting, Aiden. Time really flies. Yep. 500 and 1,000. So, Caleb, do you remember the first time you joined us? It was definitely in Tatooine. And I think the Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Sabera, we called him Carlito. It was something like that. I think it is Carlito. So you've been with us a long time, Caleb. 3 drawers, all filled with dinosaurs. So, Scout Trooper, any tips you could recommend for my mock? So Scout, you're building a Hoth mock as well? Is that the one you're building? One tip I will say, Scout Trooper, is, build a plan, which is what we did, just so we get started, so we kind of have especially when you're doing a YouTube, you got to do something every week without it getting boring, so have a plan. But don't be so stuck to the plan where if you run into a hiccup that you're not willing to tear something down and put it back up. I mean, our Jabba's Palace, I think we tore that thing down and put it back up like 5 times. And I wasn't even bothered by it. I was like, oh, well, an old episode won't make any sense anymore because it looks different. But if I don't like it, I just want to tear it down. And very early on, and this might have even been before Caleb's time, we built this thing called a Skyhopper base. And it was like this, it was for the I can't remember the name of the little ships, the A-Wings on Tatooine. And it wasn't in the movie, it was just a little base where like the local police would land their A-Wings. And I built it totally from scratch. It was like very early on in the mock. I didn't really know what it was doing. An assistant hated it. And literally one day we smashed it with a hammer. And somebody got really upset. He still is a viewer. And he got really upset because it was like, you got rid of the Skyhopper base. But I was like, well, if something stinks, I got no problem. If I'll say, yeah, I built that. It's terrible. I'm ripping it down. So, anyways, there's some advice. Boxed. I personally love YouTubers like you, Leaky. Like you said, you read your comments and stuff, Yep, I do. And I literally try. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but I literally try to respond to every comment I get. I try very hard to do that. Uh-oh, there's supposed to be 2 of these. I'm only finding 1. I might have found my first missing. Oh, nope. See, every time I do that, I'll say, oh, look, I'm missing a piece, and then I find it. Okay, so that goes there. King James, who is your favorite Hoth character? Boxed, Mustachio. Yeah, you gotta love that mustache. The 70s porn stash. Love the live streams. Keep doing more. You're right, Jurassic. It has been long overdue. Very long overdue. Caleb, yes, you guys were in the early hundreds when I joined. I remember the Rusty Transport was recent. The old Rusty Transport. I got to build a new transport. I got to build what is it, a G71 for Hoth, and I got to scale it right with our UCS Star Destroyer. Oh, the Skyhopper was before your time. All right, fair enough. And so my favorite Hoth character, and I haven't put him down yet. I like Ghost Obi-Wan. And there's been a lot of talk, or people have been pinging and asking comments about, custom Ghost Obi-Wans, and are we going to get a custom Ghost Obi-Wan? So because you guys are here, a GR75, that's it, Caleb. Since you guys are here tonight, you actually stayed with me in Midnight Madness, I will tell you, we have bought and have in our possession our Ghost Obi-Wan minifigure. And some of you, we haven't done a live stream in a long time, so I feel to blame, and an assistant isn't here, so I'm feeling a little crazy. You can actually see Ghost Obi-Wan. He's already appeared in a video. If you go back and look closely, you will see him. Uh-oh, I did something wrong here. What did I do? What have you done, Leaky? Oh, I see what I did. This has to go up one more. Where can you recommend instructions for custom builds? I'll tell you what, Scout Trooper, there is one place I go now, and there's a friend of the channel, Target Legend, I think in YouTube, his name is John Walker. Rebrickable. That site, Rebrickable, is amazing. Rebrickable is fantastic. I found our little Hoth transport that we built. I just found a turret that we're going to use in the mock from there, but I cannot believe how good Rebrickable is. There's just some amazing mocks on there. And they give you the parts lists, and they can tell you basically how much it would cost to build it. And they also give you replacements. Like if you can't spend like $1 billion on the right parts, they'll tell you replacement parts that are cheaper. So, Rebrickable. Ghost Obi-Wan, you got to do some searching. If you look carefully, Boxed, you'll see him in the videos. He's in there. You can almost, if you think about it, you can imagine where you'd see him too, because he's not on the board yet. There's a clue. So my favorite Star Wars character, Jurassic, I would have to go with. I've always been partial to Obi-Wan. I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think he's the baddest Jedi, BA Jedi. So I'm going to say Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I'm old, so I actually saw Star Wars in the theaters when it first came out. So he was kind of the wizened old wizard back then, and when I got to see him young in the prequels, that made me happy. Now I will also tell you my least favorite Star Wars. So I'm going to ask. This is a test for you guys in the chat room. Who can tell everyone take a guess who my least favorite character is in all of Star Wars? Not just original trilogy, but all of Star Wars. And you should know. If this is a test to see if you know LoBricks. Scout Trooper Leaky, you've helped a lot. Awesome. Welcome back, Aiden. Probably the same place that was the blast doors. Box D, you nailed it. Yeah, Obi. You gotta love Obi. And I'll tell you, Clone Wars made me even love him more. All right. Focus, Leaky, focus. Okay, I need one of these guys, and then a gray tile piece that already has a sticker on it. So, you know what I should be doing? As I'm looking for stuff, I should be sorting as I go. That would be wise, but I am not wise. Oh, there it is. There's the piece I was looking for. Now oh, it faces up. Oh, look, it's got a little walker on it. It's probably hard to see. Little walker on there. That's cool. All right, where does this... Oh, wait a minute. I jumped ahead again. I'm always doing this. So Aiden's guess of our most hated Star Wars character is Jar Jar Binks, and I will let a few others chime in before I say. Was it hard to make the crash? Scout Trooper says, was it hard to make the crashed AT-AT? It actually was not. I was surprised. I thought I was going to completely butcher that, but I'll be honest. I had an assistant with me, and we literally watched the Empire Strikes Back scene in slow-mo to see how it lands, to actually watch how it lands. And I guess this is probably a testament to Lego, how good Lego is that it pretty much, if you push the thing forward the way the legs were, it literally almost fell into that position. So I was like, man, that was some good modeling, either on the behalf of the original Star Wars modelers or Lego to get it to work that way. There we go. Goes backwards like that. Jurassic Journey, my favorite Star Wars character is Anakin. Well, you gotta Jurassic, if you're not gonna go Obi-Wan, you know, Darth Vader, and I don't know if you mean Anakin and Darth Vader or just Anakin, but yeah, I mean, I could definitely see. When I was a kid, Darth Vader was my favorite. So, Aiden is the only one who answered, but maybe that was too obvious. But yeah, Jar Jar Binks is, yeah, I can't stand Jar Jar. And clearly, if you look back at her Hoth MOC and see what I did to poor Jar Jar, where I literally had him, eaten and just bones in the Wampa Cave. Ray. Favorite tip of my tongue. Least favorite. Oh, I already said it now. I already said it. I said it too soon. I should have let you guys guess a little more. But it's Jar Jar. So I grew up, I saw the original trilogy. I waited 20 years. I was so excited when Phantom Menace came out. And within the first 5 minutes of the movie, I just, my entire childhood, as soon as Jar Jar went, "Excuse me," I was like, oh no. What are you doing? Why? So, King James, if you had $1,000 for Lego, which set would you buy? Well, friend of the channel, Josh Lynn, the goat guy, he has lent us the Millennium Falcon UCS and the AT-AT UCS. And I was surprised at how much I liked the Millennium Falcon and how cumbersome the AT-AT is. So if I was going to say $1,000, I would probably be the UCS Millennium Falcon. That would be my first one up. But ultimately, King James, I want a Hoth at the right scale. I want 5 UCS walkers on it. I want a UCS Millennium Falcon. That takes a lot more than $1,000. But that would be, that would be my dream, is to literally make Hoth almost minifigure size. And I think it would have to be like the size of a football field for that to happen. But a single set for $1,000, I would say the UCS Falcon. Now, if I didn't already have the UCS Star Destroyer, hands down, that would be my first pick. I love that set. It's going to retire soon. Putting it together was one of the funnest things I ever did. The UCS Star Destroyer. And again, I'm old, so, don't take that as gospel. But that is what I would recommend if I didn't already have it. Uh-oh, I missed something here. Oh, I sure did. Wow, I have to go back a ways to find out what I missed. I need 2 little 1x1 squares. My favorite character is a minor character called Kane Addis. I don't know that one, Aiden. When you rewatch so Sethy Darling says, when you rewatch The Empire Strikes Back for reference for the mock, do you use the DVD or Disney Plus? So Sethy, that is a great question. So I actually downloaded. I actually had the digital copy of Empire Strikes Back from when I bought the Blu-ray. I think I got a digital copy, and I have that downloaded or on my computer. I don't know if it's downloaded, but I usually have my laptop right there on the mock so I can see it, and I'll pause and then I'll fast forward and rewind it. So I would say the digital copy, but I don't really load Disney Plus on the laptop. I don't know why it just doesn't show up as nice. I think maybe it's something to do with the streaming, but that's what I do. I have it like on my laptop right next to me on the mock. Scout Trooper says, do I recommend Bricklink? I do recommend Bricklink, except I've noticed something about Bricklink, and it's fairly recent, and I don't know, maybe it's just my imagination and I'm all worried about, recession or inflation or whatever, but I swear that Bricklink has gotten insanely expensive, and I am not happy how much Bricklink has been costing. So I have been looking for alternative pieces. Different way. Wow, geez. See, I get looking at the chat and talking to the chat room, and I miss all kinds of steps. So I missed another two. It's these 1x1 square pieces. I just skip right over them for some reason. Let's see. Caleb. Dude, you're probably your biggest homie moment with the suggestions was when I told you how Quinlan Voss was in Mos Espa, and you fully got that minifigure, even though he was expensive. I did do that. I remember that. Well, I wanted more guys in Tatooine when we got Quinlan, and I was like, I wanted more guys in the various buildings and that. And as soon as I put down Jar Jar, and I put Anakin, and I put them in Mos Eisley, and everybody was like, oh, everybody's going to say it's Mos Espa. And then I'm like, I'm going all in. So I got Quinlan Voss. Not to mention, I love that episode of Clone Wars when Quinlan shows up. He's kind of like a foil to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, I don't know Kane Adesh. You guys will have to tell me a little bit about him. I do not know about him. Oh, Return of the Jedi. Okay. So Jurassic Journey. So Kane Addis is from Return of the Jedi. Now, here's a deep Return of the Jedi cut. How many of you guys out there believe the bearded guy at the end of Return of the Jedi is actually old Rex? I always thought that was kind of crazy, but now that now that I watch it more, I'm like, hey, why not? Let's make it old Rex. Let's do it. Okay. So where is this Kane Addis in Return of the Jedi? Which one is he? Is he in Tatooine? Is he one of the rebel infiltrators on Endor? All right, let's see here. So this goes. Oh, this goes in front. Two-headed alien that worked for Jabba. Oh, okay. Yep, I gotcha. Hey, here's a question. When the heck are they going to come out with the rest of the band in Jabba's palace? I heard they're going to do a diorama next year for Jabba's palace, and I want the band. The only guy we ever got was Max Rebo, and if you want to get him now, he's like, I don't know, like $1 gazillion. He's like super expensive. So I heard rumors because isn't next year the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi? So we got to get more of the band, and maybe we could get a Kane Addis while we're at it. All right. Oh, I missed one other thing. Boy, I get reading the chat room and I just miss all kinds of pieces. And I do not have Assistant with me here tonight. Assistant is out camping with his friends in November in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So, yes, he is officially insane. Stands. So, Caleb's saying stands near Amana. Ooh, I can't even say that. Lineary skinny head sticking out above everyone. Thanks, hey, Scout Trooper. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully I gave you some advice you can use. Thanks for coming, and thanks for watching. Okay. Oh, wait. I think I did this wrong. Hey, Aiden, happy birthday. 9 days. So does your birthday kind of get encroached upon by Christmas? Because you start to get, well, actually, that would be here in the States, it's Thanksgiving. So I know Caleb's in Thailand, so I know that, we always just assume in America that, our holidays are celebrated by everybody. I have a friend that's in the UK, and he was like, yeah, Thanksgiving is, it's something for the colonies, man. It's something for you guys. But happy birthday, Aiden. Oh, wait a minute. I got this reversed. There we go. So far I have been impressed with my eBay purchase. So these speeders are getting expensive. Everything's getting expensive. But these speeders I used to be able to pick these up for, I don't know, 25, 30 bucks. Man, you can't get them for under 50 now. And this one was used, and they said it was like incomplete, and some of the parts were glued together. And I got this for 35, so I was very happy to get this. But I am also worried that it's going to be missing parts. But so far, so good. It's starting to look a little bit like a speeder. 4 days before Thanksgiving. So it's not too close to Christmas. So hopefully you don't get gypped out of Christmas presents. Because I have a friend whose birthday is on Christmas Eve. And he thinks every year he gets gypped. He's like, my parents don't give me double the presents. But that is definitely first world problems there. That's what I always tell them. Oh, there's supposed to be 6 black vents. I only pulled 4. I'll put the 4 on. I have to find the other 2. Now, the one good thing is, if for some reason I don't have the black vents, which actually, there are black vents. I know I have a ton of these, so that wouldn't be a big deal if we were shorted black vents. Oh, Kim James, your birthday is 4 days away from Christmas. Well, being King James, that's probably good that you're near Christmas, right? So, King James, do you get, and Caleb, your brother is winter solstice. Do you feel like you guys get gypped out of your, your birthday celebration because it's so close to Christmas? Everyone's like, it's your birthday, whatever, it's Christmas. I gotta take a drink of water. Yeah, 35 bucks. I was pretty excited. And this is, for those of you joining, this is set 75049. So every one of our speeders so far, except for one, the broken one kind of in the corner, is this one. And I really like this one. It's the 20th anniversary version of it. And I like it. I don't think this set is the 20th anniversary set, but this is my favorite speeder. I just like the orange. It's not a ton of orange, partial orange. And the thing I really like about it is it has these rear engines. So my favorite speeder, and it's not that expensive. Some of the speeders are insane. And somebody said, hey, you're going to have UCS speeders. And I'm like, well, I can't even imagine what the size the walkers would have to be if I put a UCS speeder. And I thought that thing was not that great, to be honest with you. And it was older, so some of the older Star Wars sets weren't that great just because they figured it out yet. So Aiden said, I just had a school concert that's going to air at ABC. That was solo. I'm singing with 5 other students from different schools. Wow. That's fantastic. I'm going to have to watch that. So you'll be in the crowd there somewhere singing. That's very cool, Aiden. Congratulations. So you kind of get gypped a little bit. Nothing wrong with birthdays being on Christmas, though. I shouldn't... All right. I think that's right. Yep. Now, this was the piece I was worried about. I was very glad I got this because these stickers... This sticker sheet is like $20. So if you lose any of these stickers, you're really kind of out of luck. All right. So this guy goes facing backwards right there. All right. All right, cool. Oh, got a little bit of a concert. So, Star Wars Mango Productions, we are making set 75049 a snowspeeder. This is one I picked up on eBay, and I had to get moving on my snowspeeder, so we realized we need, I think we already have 4 on the mock, and we got 1 in the waiting. This will be number 2 in the waiting. I think we want 4 more of these, so, whew, these speeders, and they're not getting any cheaper with the inflation. Okay. Yep, snowspeeder. Well, I will try to watch that. It's on ABC, Aiden. That's cool. Very, very cool. You got to be a good singer then. All right. 1 2x3 white piece. I just got some of the 2x3 white pieces. So if this one is missing, oh, it's hidden. It was stuck. Uh-oh. I might need a part separator for this. Maybe this is what the guy meant by one of the pieces was glued together. Okay, there we go. One there. So one nice thing I liked about getting this on eBay, and this is something Assistant has been doing, is he has been disassembling our sets completely. I'll take them completely apart and put them in a bag and put the set number on the bag, which I think is a great idea. It's actually a really good way to store your old Lego sets if you don't want to get all the parts jumbled together. So that's clearly what this guy did, and that is a good... It kind of made me feel better. I'm like, I'll bet you anything he went through and made sure all the parts were there. And so far, so good. And he was asking less money for it, so that's a win-win-win. All right, so this guy I'm going to build off to the side here. The whole school, not just the good singers. Well, your entire school probably has to be made up of good singers just to make the concert. So, so there you go. So, Star Wars Mango, you were asking, oh wait, I missed a question here. Jurassic Journey, how many more snow speeders do you think you're going to make? So, I think, and this, I might have said this before after you answer the question, but, so right now we have 3 in the main part of the mock. I could switch back over to the Hoth mock like we did at the beginning, but I'll, without a producer, I'll stick to it. So we got 3 in the main part of the bay. We got a broken one in the corner of the bay. 1 flying over the mock, and we have 1 waiting in the wings, including this one. So I want to have at least 2 flying over the Rebel Troopers, 1 kind of on its way out of the bay, so that's 2 more we're going to need. And I want at least 3 flying over the AT-AT, so probably 4, maybe 5 more speeders after this one. And I'm always kind of looking for them when I can get them cheap. And we still got plenty of time on the mock, so probably 5 more, I'm guessing, after this guy. And man, at $30 a piece, that's like $150. So, geez. Hey, Tales from the Dark Side, Marco, welcome. So, Tales from the Dark Side, I was on their podcast for a while, and I don't know, I got to rejoin it because with Andor out, we got lots to talk about, Marco. Lots to talk about. And Clocky, welcome, Clocky. Caleb, with inflation going nuts, everything in Thailand is refreshingly cheap. Interesting. 33 Thai baht to the dollar. Bag of candy is usually 10 to 15. Well, Aiden, I since you have to go, I hope you have a great birthday, and that's very cool. I will look for that singing on ABC. Oh, you're in Poland, Clocky. So welcome. Box D, forgot to mention this, but something I love to do is use different snowspeeder set. Personally, makes me think the Rebel vehicles are thrown together. That is actually a good point, Box D. We were talking about that. The speeders are not in great shape, so having the different sets would make sense. Now, the one thing, I did something wrong back here. I put on, oh no, I did it right. Okay, good. The one reason I'm buying all like models is in case I don't have parts. So it's a little bit of an economic thing, but I do hear you. So I do have two different snow speeders on the mock. The broken one is not 75049. In fact, I can't remember which set it is. 6:44 in the morning, Clocky. Well, thank you for coming. You just got up. Now, Clocky, you can like make me feel really good and say that you literally got up just to watch the mock. So then I'll be like, oh man, that's awesome. Yes, there are a lot of snow speeders going over the Rebel Trench, Jurassic. Oh, easy for me to say. And I want at least 3, maybe more. But then it starts to, because you got to put them on these little translucent pieces, so it starts to block other things. Because I want to have the 2 turrets. I'm going to have a couple of the radar turrets. So, but I think we're going to be able to get 3 flying over the trench. And Star Wars Mango, do I use Bricklinks for my mocks? I do, and it's been getting expensive. Bricklink has not been cheap. I want to, Marco, I do want to do Brick World. I don't know if I ever will. The big problem we have now is I think Tatooine, I would absolutely love to bring Tatooine to Brick World, and I want to do Brick World, but it's now getting to the point where it's like, how the heck am I going to get? And Marco's actually been to LoBricks Studios, but I'm like, how the heck am I going to get these mocks out of my basement? I would literally have to modularize them, which is what Assistant did, thank goodness, with Hoth, is it's much more modular. So that is something we could bring to Brick World. And just to go to Brick World, I probably will at one of these points. I need to get to a convention. I keep saying that, Marco, like even the Star Wars conventions, I'd love to go to one and meet up with you there. So I'm going to do it. And only one snow speeder on your Hoth mock. Well, keep at it, Jurassic. You'll get some more. Well, thanks, Clocky. All right. So far, so good. Never been. I got to knock on something here. I was just about to say I've never been lucky with eBay, and that's right when I'm all of a sudden I'll miss a part or something. So I'm gonna just be quiet about how good this is or how bad this is. Making a Geonosis mock. And somebody asked earlier what our next mock's going to be, and I didn't answer it, and we get asked that a lot. I would like to try something from Clone Wars. And Geonosis I thought was cool, but I'm wondering about all those bugs. That would be tough. And I'll tell you who has an awesome Geonosis mock. You guys have to check him out. It's GM Productions. His Geonosis mock is just amazing. The detail on it is crazy cool. So you guys will have to check that out. Motor City Con. Is that, Marco, is that the one? Oh, we'll see you, Marco. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to have to look up Motor City Con. I'd love to go there. So Jurassic Journey, where do you get the cheap snow speeders? I'm trying to buy more for my mock. So I got to be honest, Jurassic, this is one time where I have found eBay, although they've been expensive lately. That's where I've gotten the majority of my speeders. The Bricks and Minifig store by our house had some. He actually had 2 of them, but he was charging $50 a piece for them. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying $50. But I found them on eBay. You just got to kind of look for them. And you definitely got to go used, and you usually got to get one that looks like, it's been through the ringer. And a couple I haven't been lucky. The last one I got was a mess. That's why it's broken and sitting in the corner of the mock. But I've had pretty good luck. This one has been very cool. This one has been good. So I'm going to say eBay. Clocky, your Hoth mock is so awesome and Tatum is amazing. Thanks, Clocky. Thanks from Poland. Caleb, the only cheap one available these days is probably the junior ones. Yeah, and I do not like the junior ones. It doesn't have a front and a back seat in it. Don't like those junior ones. The scale is pretty good, though, for the play scale, AT-ATs, because they can fly under the legs. Kyson, welcome! And Gaming with Branson, thanks for coming, too. How many more snow speeders? We actually answered that, Kyson, but I'm going to get 5 more. We got 2 in the hold, so probably 7 more. Gaming with Branson, will you have a speeder using its tow cable? Well, Gaming with Branson, that is a good question. So the one downed walker we have right now has a tow cable around its feet. So I am not sure. That is a good question. And I think I put this... I think this is the wrong... This should be a 3... Oh, no. It's the right one. All right. Good. Star Wars Mango Productions, LoBricks Studios has started to make a Geonosis mock. Looks like it's going to be cool. Yeah, I love me Geonosis. And it's funny, whenever we get asked like what mock we're going to do next, I'm like, I kind of want to do something that's not been done before, but I think everything's been done, right? I always wanted to do the very last scene of Clone Wars, the crashed Republic ship with Rex in his fighter, and then Ahsoka. We'll see you, Aiden. Happy birthday. With Ahsoka standing there with all of the, I'm going to call them 501st, but it's Ahsoka's troopers with their helmets on their guns after the fight. So that is a mock that I might do that one next. Especially, the problem is you got to buy that tank to get the helmet for the Ahsoka trooper. I hope they have more Ahsoka troopers in the future, but probably with the TV show, that's going to be well beyond Clone Days, so I don't know if we're ever going to get more of the Ahsoka troopers. But that's a mock I would like to do. And I definitely missed a step here. I missed a step. All right. One of those, and 2 of these. Exactly, Bryce McGee. I would love, that would be so cool. So Caleb says, would love to see you guys doing something like original, but Star Wars, maybe your own scene or location, but on a Star Wars planet. We were talking about doing something original. This is something that assistants wanted to do for a long time. So there is one thing that assistant is going to do, and I don't know exactly if it's original. So I don't know if you guys know this, but assistant is a big car guy. And he wants to do a scene from the movie Wolf of Wall Street where Leonardo DiCaprio crashes his Lamborghini like into a telephone pole or something. So that is going to be his first kind of assistant original mock. And I don't know how I feel about that, but hey, it's his channel too, so... Okay, I did something wrong here. But I would like to do something original. And what we're always afraid of, and it's not really about viewers, we're just doing this for fun, but, we're like, nobody's going to want to see that. But that would be cool, an original mock on a Star Wars planet. And you know what? Maybe we could do something like with the Sombrero Obi-Wan Carlito. Like we could have a Carlito mock. Would you guys come out and watch that? Box D, that would be a great mock. But the 332nd clone helmets, that's the one. They're so expensive because they came in one set. That's right. And it's that tank set. And that tank set is still out there, and it's fairly, as a set, it's cheap. But it only comes with one of those helmets. And I'm not about to, do fake sticker helmets. That's no good. All right. Here we go. The swing's coming together. Star Wars Mangoes Productions. I'm going to leave. Love your mocks, Leaky. Do you think I should come back to doing YouTube again? Haven't done it in 2 years, and why? Yeah, I don't know, Mango. I'll tell you one thing. It's a lot of work. Keeping this up every week. But I love building my mocks. And I feel like one thing, here's a reason to do it, Star Wars Mango, is I like to have a record of what we built. I don't know if that sounds weird, but I can go back and watch the mock being built. Because I forget, even what Caleb was bringing up earlier about stuff that we used to do. I can go back and watch that, and it actually puts me back into that time. So even if we don't get viewers, which we're doing pretty good, we got almost 4,000 subscribers. But at some point, I'm going to be able to go back and say, oh yeah, that's right, that one day in Tatooine. So there you go. I don't know if that helps, Mango. Jurassic Journey should put more ATST on the mock. I think we're going to do one more. I actually have the pieces for one more ATST. The problem is it still looks big to me. And the legs don't move great, so it kind of it looks like it's just kind of sitting there. It's actually bugging me. But I do have the parts to build one more, and we did want to have one on the right side of the mock. So, Caleb, the Adventures of Carlito and the Ice Climber. I think that has to happen. That might have to happen. Maybe like a members-only mock or something. Oh, speaking of which, while I have you guys, we do have a behind the scenes. So every week, Assistant and I talk for almost an hour, and we plan out the mock. And we've got 4 or 5 of these members videos. At some point, I want to make them available to the channel because I know, with inflation and all that, the last thing you need to do is be paying $5 a month to some dumb YouTuber. We do have extra behind the scenes videos that we are making, so for posterity's sake, and at some point maybe they'll make their way onto just the regular old channel. All right, this is probably a sticker piece that fits right here. Caleb, it actually crossed my mind. If I donated a new ice climber for Hoth, would you put it on top of a mountain? I absolutely would, Caleb. I would put that guy right on top of the Hoth mountain. We are going to have other Easter eggs too. We already have a couple, as you guys know. I have undead Jar Jar in the Wampa Cave, and we are going to put other Easter eggs. There was one from it was a video game where they have a Rhodian on there. So it would basically be like Bosk on Hoth. So we are going to have that. Kyson, do you have any sets you're keeping as an investment? So I do have a few. Obviously, I don't know if some of you guys might know this or might not. We'll see you, Star Wars Mango. Thanks for coming. And I think everybody has these, so I wouldn't even call it an investment, but it's the 501st Battle Pack. I've got 3 of those sealed, and then we got tons of them unsealed. I did keep the ATST from Mandalorian, figuring that the Cara Dune figure eventually would be crazy, so I have one of those sealed. I don't have any really big sets sealed. So, anyways, I do have a few sealed. Not much, though. I probably should have more of them. We'll see you, Clocky. Go get some breakfast. Good luck in Poland there. All right. Scout Trooper, welcome back. So this guy goes there. Oh, there should be two of these. All right. There we go. Oh, this absolutely has got to be this. Yes. I don't know which way the sticker fits, but we'll figure it out. All right. It's funny, on the mock, I have like a bunch of these like laying around in the corner, figuring that if they were going to repair the ship, they would have these. So this is another piece that if for some reason I didn't get the second one, which, oh, I did. I got like hundreds of these, and I don't even know where they came from. And this goes into there. And hey, I got it right. What do you know? And this one goes on here. All right, flipper upside down. 1, 2, 1. This is fun. I should have. I don't know why it takes me 4 months in between live streams, but it's good to chat with you guys. You always give me good ideas too, so I appreciate it. Okay, one there. All right, I think I'm back. Can you guys hear me now? Woo! I think it's time for a new microphone. It's my Yeti. It's been acting up. Well, thanks for hanging with me, guys. Hopefully you can hear me now. Excellent. So where were we? I saw a lot about popcorn and cheese going on. It's actually making me hungry now. All right. So, oh wait a minute, I forgot the engines. My favorite part. And I forgot them. I'm moving too fast. Cannot believe I forgot to. And this was the whole reason I bought these speeders, was because I love these engines. Alright. Hopefully you guys can still hear me, that the microphone didn't cut out again. It's been having problems. It's an old Yeti. Alright. That had to go in before this. There we go. And the one on the back. Now this guy did not put his stickers on straight whenever this was built, so that's a little irritating. But these ships aren't in the best shape to begin with, so. Alright, one more shout out. Make sure you guys can hear me. Alright, Kyson, for the original trilogy, do you prefer watching the special edition or the original edition? So it's really hard to even get the original edition. I actually have one. They sold a, I think it was a Blu-ray set. I think it was a DVD set a while ago that actually had the original version of Star Wars. It still had the episode 4 in it. When I saw it in the theater, it didn't even say episode 4 before Empire. So I obviously, because I'm old, like the original editions, but you know, the new editions don't bug me as much as they used to. They used to really bug me. Now wait a minute. Oh, I guess the little things go underneath. Cool. Alright, Scout Trooper, Leaky, do you modify your sets? My AT-AT is heavily modified, but it looks so good. Looks so good. Shout out, Box D. And hopefully you guys, thank you for the shout out, and I know you can hear me. You know, I did not modify my sets before, but I have been lately. Like, it's weird. Like, I created the original, my own original Dowager Queen, and but I wouldn't modify sets, which was kind of dumb. I did something wrong here. What have I done? Oh, I know what I did wrong. I put both of the sticker things on this guy. It's supposed to be a 2x3. There we go. And this is meant for wing number 2. Alright. But I definitely want to modify my Playscale AT-ATs even more. Like, you guys heard me earlier that I totally butchered the AT-AT modification because I gave them all the red visor. Alright, that's, I think, one last look before we go to wing number 2. I think that is right. Okay, Jurassic Journey. Another question. What's my favorite Star Wars movie? Mine is Revenge of the Sith. You know, my son's Assistant and Assistant 2, and for those of you who don't know, Assistant is my son. That is their favorite movie, Revenge of the Sith. And of the prequels, hands down, that is my favorite. There is no doubt that that is the best of the prequels. And I actually like... we'll see you, King James. Thanks for stopping by. I will have to do more of these. I appreciate you coming. So actually, Empire Strikes Back has long been my favorite. Long story short, get to the point, Leaky. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie, but I can see why people like Revenge of the Sith. And for the newer generation, like my kids, that's their favorite. They actually told me, and I almost got upset, but I get what they're saying. They said the original trilogy ones were kind of boring to them, or they moved a little slowly, and I think that's probably just the pace of movies these days. But I will take the original trilogy and any of the prequels over the sequels. I am not a big sequel guy, so hopefully nobody gets upset. But yeah, the sequels are like, ugh. I have a hard time watching them. And I actually didn't mind Force Awakens when it first came out, so. Love watching the content. If only I could do his mock as good as you. Oh, you can, Scout Trooper. Just takes time. I know money, too, is a thing, but, in Scout Trooper, you just... Oh, you gotta... Oh, is Box D you're heading out, too? So yeah, just keep building. That's what I say. And I love to see other people's mocks. So if you guys have any, we have a Discord server. So you guys can join it by shooting us an email. And our email's on the channel, but it is LoBricks353@gmail.com. And we have a Discord server, and love to see your guys' mocks. So Scout Trooper, if you're interested, get on there and we can give you more advice and share pictures, because I love to see everybody's mocks. I even, a lot of people are like, oh, my mock stinks, and I'm like, man, your mock's amazing. Yeah, the soundtrack, Box D, that is a good box. It's a good point. The soundtrack is awesome. I don't think there's any piece of music in Star Wars I like more than the asteroid field. That part of the soundtrack is just awesome. Da, 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 da. That's the last thing you need is me singing. Oh, I think I might have found my first missing part, and it is a part I have. It's a little gray watch that I probably put it on this one accidentally. No, I don't think I did. And it's not bad. You get to the wing, the final wing, for a missing part, but I'll bet you it's hidden somewhere too. Nope, I do not see it. And I actually have one of these. It's a little gray part. We'll see it. We'll see you, Jurassic Journey. Thanks for sticking with us. Kyson, Star Wars Overhaul is a really good soundtrack, including the... Yeah, I agree. Actually, the new music for Mandalorian, that Ludwig Göransson, I really like that too. There's really good Star Wars music. Personal favorite song in Empire Strikes Back is Han Solo's and Princess Leia. That's true. That is a good theme. And Yoda's theme. Let's not forget about that. That's awesome too. All right, I'm going to run into the mock room. And actually, you can see Leaky on camera. I'm going to switch back over to the Hoth mock. You won't be able to hear me because the microphone will be far away, but I got to look for a part. So I'm going to transition over to the Hoth. There it is. There's the Hoth mock. And you can see that this is live. It's not like in a different location. This is our Hoth mock thing. I got to find a piece. See, I knew those darn eBayers. Got my piece. All right, I will switch back over from found the piece that I was missing. The first missing piece. And the person that sold this on eBay did say there were missing pieces, so got all the way pretty much the last wing before I found my first missing piece, so that is good. The Empire's theme too. Oh my gosh, how could I forget that? That's like that's considered like one of the greatest in movie history. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Yeah, the Imperial March. I didn't care much for Obi-Wan's theme from the Kenobi series. Yeah, I gotta be honest, Kyson. The first time I watched the Kenobi series, I really liked it. And I rewatched it, and I don't know, I don't know what's wrong about it, but something is just not sitting well with me in the Obi-Wan series. Two more I'm missing one other part, although it might pop up. Let's see, one of these guys. It's going so well. And, oh, nope, I found it. There it is. Okay, this goes on this side, up in this corner. What would I do if my Star Destroyer falls? I'll tell you what, Scout Trooper. As long as it falls on camera, and this is what I told Assistant, if it falls on camera and I capture it, then I think I'll be okay with it. But it would completely destroy. It is literally right over the Hoth Mountain. It would literally destroy the Hoth Mountain. And I'll tell you what I would do. If it falls, I would just keep building. I would not stop. I wouldn't be like, oh, it fell. I mean, it's our own fault. Where we put that thing, it's a little precarious. And Assistant says that it will not fall. But, you can't guarantee anything. So that is a great question. It is a UCS. That's a UCS Star Destroyer. And probably not. It's not my. The Razor Crest is still my favorite set, but that UCS is up there. The Cantina, I guess it's Master Builder Series Cantina, and the Razor Crest are my two favorite all-time sets. But that is a very close third. I love that Imperial Star Destroyer, or the UCS Star Destroyer. All right. How are we doing on time? I didn't even look. I do have my phone here. Let's see. We are at 1:18. So an hour and 20 minutes in. And let's see. Yep. So, and I am not stopping. I'm going to keep the madness going until I finish this. And I know some of you guys will probably have to leave as it's getting late, but I appreciate everybody sticking with me. Okay. That. And the engine on the back. So far, so good. Now, this time I actually didn't forget to build the engine. I think it's funny how I said the engine was my favorite part, and then I completely forgot to build the engine on the first wing. Oh, it's only 11. That's true. You guys are the West Coasters. So where are you at, Box D? So Scout Trooper, I have the UCS Yoda and Baby Yoda. I messed them up both. I can fix Baby Yoda, but not Yoda. Oh no, you can't fix Yoda? Too much work, or did it literally break? Kamo's snowspeeder looking drippy. Yep. So Kamo's, it's funny you say that about looking drippy. So Assistant has been trying to drip me out. He's been trying to do some clothes shopping for me. He says I wear too many Star Wars shirts. So he's got some drip for me that I'm going to wear at Thanksgiving. So hopefully I'll start looking drippy then. All right, let's. This goes here. Am I doing this right? Yes. And then this guy. I don't remember this one on this side, and it's not on that side. Interesting. Or maybe it was and I missed it? Oh well. Okay. And... oh, I did miss something. This goes here. Oh, he's broke. That stinks, Scout Trooper. Using them for parts. Poor old Yoda. Just, yeah. I got a couple of sets that are broken. So when his sister was young, he had some really cool Star Wars sets. He had like one of the Star Destroyers, and they all have broken pieces. He was pretty hard on his Legos. Lego as a kid. Oh my gosh, I just said Legos. I gotta watch myself. I say that when I was a kid, that's what we just called them, Legos, but that's bad. I get a lot of people upset with me when I say Legos. Okay, so let's see. This goes here. This goes here. There. And there. Do a quick recheck on the top. Yep, looks good. I'm getting down to the end, I think. Oh, you know what? I didn't build the gun. Might have to go back and build that. And then on the top. Welcome back, King James. Scout Trooper. While building my AT-AT, I did it for 10 hours straight, only 2 breaks, and one was a 5-minute break, and the other was a 2-minute break. Now, Scout Trooper, was that the UCS AT-AT or the play scale? That had to be the UCS, I'm guessing. Okay. Oop, did I not put the control panel in? I should have, if I did not. Okay, this goes there. One last check of the wing. Looking good. Hey, this thing's almost done and I was only missing one part. That's awesome. Hey! Now, I did forget a few things. Definitely got some extra parts here that I shouldn't have. And first thing was the actual control panel. I missed that. And I didn't build the gun. Might as well build it. Play scale. I was scared, so I did it slow. Same here. And I've built 5 of them now, Scout Trooper, and I still get scared. 123 here too, King James. Yep, it's 124 here. Alright, so I'm going to rebuild the original gun. I didn't even know I was getting the gun. It said all I was getting was the snowspeeder, so that's pretty cool. How does it look, guys? Looks pretty good? I like it. Alright, but I don't want to be missing parts on it, so I'm going to finish the gun. And we're probably getting close to the end here. It's 1:24. Going at least another 10 minutes, but maybe longer. Depends how long it takes me to build this gun. Oh. Yep, this is where the gun... Now, I wasn't even supposed to get the gun, so I am not disappointed by this, but yeah, it's all sorts of gun pieces missing. 1, 2... But I want to, I definitely want to, I definitely want to build what I can because I don't want to be missing any pieces on the speeder itself. Thanks, Box D. Boxed. No, I keep saying Box D. Is it boxed or is it Box D? I think it's supposed to be boxed, right? I don't know why I call you Box D. Because Kyson, what is your opinion on the new Phase 2 Clone Trooper helmet mold? You know, I've seen a lot of opinions on it. I actually don't, or maybe I do have one. I bought the accessories pack. I don't know if that's the new one. I did not get the ATTE yet. That is on my Christmas list, and I'm hoping that Assistant or Mrs. Leaky gets me that for Christmas. But I don't have an opinion. I've heard a lot of people complaining about it though, so I'm getting nervous for when I get mine. I might end up hating it. Let's see. Oh, I think there's only supposed to be 3 of those. And where does this guy go? Forgot how goofy this was. Where the heck? Oh, huh. Well, anyways. This brown piece. Oh. I take a Lego class from other people. You take a Lego class? That would be awesome. Awesome. Scout Trooper, you should do an exploding AT-AT and Hoth. I'm thinking about that. We're actually trying to think of like the head exploding. It's got to be done cool though. It can't be like something silly. All right, so there's the back part. I think I missed a headrest somewhere. So this part goes there. This must be extra. Oh, wait a minute. I think this is part of the tow cable. And these guys, this is all part of the gun, so I didn't miss anything there. Bullets, so we know those. So I'm going to go back through and just see. I missed something here. A head explosion would be very cool. It's box odd, but I'm fine with box. Oh, box odd. Not boxed. Fine with being called box. So I'll call you box. I don't want to butcher your name. Okay, now that's okay. They might have. Oh. I think I found. I did. I figured he had a backrest. So let's see. Where does this? I did. I missed. Basically, I just took away the one, the front driver's backrest. He has nothing to rest his back against. Come on, Leaky. Get it together. But wait, where does this? Does it go? Yeah, it goes on there. Front and the back. Hopefully I did that right. Then there's also this piece goes somewhere. There's a couple of missing pieces here. King James, LoBricks, you should do more live streams more often. I agree. And since this sort of went okay, my mic blocked out there because normally I have Assistant here as my producer, and Assistant's been so busy. He's a full-time student in college now, and he's got a job, and he's always going camping. But what do you guys think? I did fairly well. I didn't do too terrible. Except I have 3 pieces left that I know they go somewhere, and I've got to figure out where they go before I call it a night. Yes. This. Now I see. This is the. I thought something looked funky here. How do you turn the tow cable without these? Not these are terribly important. They're more like a play feature. So you can wind up the, whoa. So you can wind up the tow cable again. Scout Trooper, if the UCS AT-AT has that screwdriver thingy, if it starts to fall, then you're basically out of luck. That is true. I actually, Josh Lind, I've got his screwdriver thingy, and we thought for a moment we had lost it. And I was like, oh my gosh, but we found it. And I was like, man, without that thing, you're kind of in trouble. Thank you, King James. It's looking good. I think we got another snowspeeder here. So I gotta find out where this guy goes. Maybe that goes on the gun? Back to, oh, it does. Goes on the top of the gun. Oh, wait. Nope, there's already one on the top of the gun. Huh. Oh, we'll keep looking. Got a few more minutes to talk to you guys. Scout Trooper, let me word that it's better if its legs go too far and it starts to fall, then you're toast. Oh, yes. Yes. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I would not want that thing to fall over. And that thing is heavy. Josh Lynn, let me, we have it right here. I can bring it over here, but it is heavy. So I would not want, yeah, that would be serious toast. All right, doing one last walkthrough. Where does, I don't know where this goes. Maybe it doesn't go anywhere. Maybe it's just extra pieces. And what about the translucent blue pieces? Do they fit? Does anyone know where these guys go? I was thinking maybe they go on the front. Oh, they're extra bullets for the rear gun. That's what they are. They always give you the extra bullets. Well, I gotta put the bullets in here. The shooters. And I know shooters kind of make it a little more play scaly and kind of dumb, but I don't mind them. They're not going to be on the final ones that are on the mock, but we'll put them in here for now, just so we have them. There we go. Scout Trooper, I love Star Destroyers. I don't want the UCS one. What would you recommend? Oh boy. Well, the only one really they have right now is the Republic, the light cruiser. And I have that set. That one is really fun. That's fun to build. It's kind of expensive. I heard a rumor that one is going on sale at Black Friday. So you probably can get a hold of one of those, but I don't even know, man. The one assistant has from when he was a kid is mostly destroyed. And I think those are like super expensive. They're like $300-400 now. But I will stick around for a few more questions. But that pretty much is it. It's 1:33. We're an hour and a half into Midnight Madness, and I got another snowspeeder. Woo! So I either need 4 or 5 more of these, which would be a total. Let's see, we have 3, 4, 5 now. That'd be a total of 10 speeders. Actually, 11 with this one. I think that should be, that would be awesome. 11 speeders. We did it! We did it, Box! So, I'll give a shout out to Kyson, Scout Trooper, King James, Box, D. I can't scroll back into the earlier folks, but I know Caleb was here earlier, and many, many others. Tales from the Dark Side, Marco, and all those viewers that had left. I found a piece. Look at that. Almost missed it. We did it. Yeah, the Super Star Destroyer. That thing is the old one. What was it? The Executor. That big old UCS one. Man, somebody was asking me earlier if I had $1,000. It might have been you, King James. That is something I would get. But anyways, guys, I know it's 11 for you, Box. It's for us. It's 1:35. King James and ours, and love the stream. So I have got to do these more often. I probably, you know what? I'm going to say before Christmas, I'm going to do one more of these. I'm definitely not going to be doing one before Thanksgiving. I'm actually got something cool coming 2 weeks from now. I'm going to Disney Springs to the Lego store there, and I can't wait. Assistant will be with me. His brother is coming back up here, so he's going to be in LoBricks Studios, keeping the lights on, making sure Hoth gets watered, make sure LoBricks doesn't get into Hoth, because LoBricks does get into Hoth. And for those of you who don't know LoBricks is, that's our dog. He appears in videos. He makes a rare appearance in videos. But thank you guys for coming. I'm going to say goodnight, but any last words, any last questions? And if there's not, then we'll call it a night. A successful Midnight Madness, except for a couple of minor mic issues. So, any last questions before I go? Yes, Scout Trooper, check it out. One last thing. Next week is a pretty funny video. I think you guys are going to like it, but I'm just going to kind of tease for you guys that stuck with me to the end of Midnight Madness. There are going to be some Lego enthusiasts that are going to get upset. If you remember what we did to Dak, we do something horrible to another Lego in next Wednesday's video, so you guys got to check it out. It's pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny. An assistant, he actually didn't think it was funny. He was like, "What are you doing to that Lego?" So next Wednesday, it's going to be pretty cool, and not just another mountain episode. We're actually putting something fun on the board, and we actually do some harm to a Lego. So why, Dak? Why? No. Yep, Disney Springs. We're going to be there on Wednesday at the Lego store. The day before Thanksgiving, I'll be in Orlando, Disney Springs, the Lego store. So if anyone happens to be in Orlando, you stop in there, you can see me live and in person. No, Dak, no, why? But anyways, next Wednesday, thanks everybody for coming. Thanks once again, King James, Kyson Box, Scout, Kang. Oh, and I've been calling you King James all night. It's Kang James. I've been just screwing that up. So, Kang James. So, anyway, guys, thanks for coming. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go switch back over to the Hoth MOC one more time so you can see it. And then we will call it a live stream. And I will do more of these, and one before Christmas for sure. All right, let's switch it back to the Hoth MOC. Got to end on the Hoth MOC. Okay, let's transition over. Thanks, Scout. Best creator you know besides M&R. I appreciate that. All right, guys, good night. We will see you. See you all. Thanks again for coming, and enjoy the rest of the night. It was a good Midnight Madness.